Two body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with the hemp bag on his head and Hyoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this? Hyoko and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag? Could it be two victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Hyoko's body. I only saw the hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why? Monami, just be quiet. From now, we should lower the person wearing the hemp bag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad. Yes, but what about preserving the scene of the crime? Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for baton lighting on the wig of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Fuyuko ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed a button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended low enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the hemp bag, okay? Yep, it was Ibuki Miyota. Even though I expected it, I still don't want to confront that reality. Under the hemp bag, there was no denying that the face I saw belonged to Ibuki. Damn it! It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is... Jeez, it feels like someone died in here or something. No shit, Sherlock. She finally showed up, the root of all evil. How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil? I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you. Bringing everyone? Exactly what you think is going on. So 2 people have been killed. Whoa there, that's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital. The others? Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware. I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito, Akane, are you okay? Huh? Of course. What do you mean, of course? Are you talking about the disparities? Jeez, you guys, that stuff's totally over now. Over? Yeah, because I got bored. For that silly reason? And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore. Yeah, that disparity's gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. What the heck? That's impossible! How could you spread a disease and cure it so easily? Who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured. So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual. I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate. Again? We have to do this again? We have no choice. Like last time, if this means one of us gets killed... If this means one of us killed these 2, then we cannot let this be. Why do we have to do this? Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this. If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed. Abandon your overdependence and complaints about this incident. Those have no place in this world. But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Huh? That's strange. I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering effects of the after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about. Are you okay? Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about. Since you have the liar disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe? Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I'll do my very best. I'll definitely bring back Nekomaru and wins everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monami. What about guarding this area? Do we still need it? I'll stay. I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right? Then I'll leave that to you. Now let's get started so we can end this nightmare for good. That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. For those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all.
Huh?
Like, I've been putting up with this for a while. But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. It's true, didn't Hajime say that it was hot in here? But it really is hot. In fact, it's swelteringly hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyota and Hiyoko Saionji. Ibuki Miyoko's cause of death was crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears her death was instant. What the? Is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people? Huh? I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you'll leave, right? So I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk. I agree with that. Or was there a reason they had to kill two people? A reason for killing two people? Regardless, something like this shouldn't be so forgiven, so... I'll definitely find the truth behind this case. That's what I think. Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident-sounding catchphrase. Okay, Sonia, what do you think? It's happened once again. Two of my cherished friends died at the same time. I can't believe it. This is a place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those two are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. Two of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right? Indeed. Okay. Nagito, what do you have to say about the situation? Hajime, this may be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say? I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth beyond this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No. Just a flat-out refusal. Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. But you repeated yourself. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know. I see. That's disappointing. I mean, it wouldn't be bad to tell him. We all need to be on the same page. Anyway. So the noose, the candle, the hemp bag, Chiaki. What I'm confused about is the blood on the ladder. Because Ibuki shouldn't have been bleeding. But Hyoko was bleeding. And the only place the ladder was in... That's not the button I wanted to press. That's also not the button I wanted to press. Okay, no. So, what I'm thinking is... that Hyoko was killed in the storage closet before Ibuki killed herself. Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are all dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else. Blood on the soles has been added. Okay. Hey Hajime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah. At first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that hemp bag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope. Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up. That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, their estimated time of death wasn't written in the monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that... Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed that stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyogo's death afterward. 2 different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Chiaki, what do you have to say about the situation? With her arm crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there? Nothing dropped. It's just dirty. Dirty? See, take a close look at the floor. If you look closely, you're right. There's a smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain? Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyogo's neck was slashed not far from here. Rather, what's strange is, why did the killer try to hide it? Hide it? If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off. The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? So maybe Ibuki wiped it off? But that would mean Ibuki killed Hyoko and then killed herself. Out of... But, see, no, Hyoko wouldn't have killed anybody. No, not Hyoko. Ibuki. Ibuki wouldn't have killed anyone. It's the rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hung herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in here. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? Oh, I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it? Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt about Ibuki's cause of death was being hung by this rope, right? I hate that it's saying hanged and not hung. I know it might be a different connotation, I'm not sure, it's been a while, but it just seems strange to me to type it out that way, or say it out that way. Yeah, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hung herself. Yep, you're right, got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. As usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Why did he specifically talk to Mikan? Hold on, let me look at this transcript. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hung by this rope. Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see, so Ibuki died by hanging herself. Why did he want to confirm that 3 times? There's something behind this. Ibuki had a hemp bag on her head when hanging from the ceiling. But why did she have it? Huh? The hemp bag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monami decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. No, it's the one from the movie theater. There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Well, they could have, but otherwise it gave off an eerie vibe. I really was uncomfortable watching it. So maybe the whole point of the candle is to give despair? Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono's all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body there. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed... It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it's possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so. Because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during that time, right?
Oi!
Hey, Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way. I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help? If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on. Don't tell me you want to search inside Hyoko's kimono. Huh? That's exactly it. Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive, but she's dead now, you know? Don't mess with me. Are you saying there's no problem with that now she's dead? Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else. Hey, Kane! Yo, what's up? Well, there's something I want you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that? I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right? Thank you, Kane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing! Let's see. Kane reached the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono. Damn it, she's tied up so tight I can't really reach with my hand. Oh, wait, hold on. There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key? Looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may have been the key to her motel room. Key to her motel room, huh? If her key was so deep inside her kimono that it would be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely the killer tampered with this evidence. Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude this is something Hyoko had with her all along. You know, the funny thing is that Hajime really hates Kamida, but when it really counts, they're a tag team. Also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you look like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Hajime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body. Well, just hear me out for a sec. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is... the way they wrapped her body with that duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? Hide the wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for our investigation. The reason for the low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If the body was left alone after her throat was slit, the surrounding area would have been a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? 2 dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Well, technically speaking, Hyoko would have been an island, and Ibuki would have been the sun on the sea, but that's not the point that I'm trying to make. Stepladder's tripped over on his side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw. Isn't that the bloodstain? Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case, then it must be Hyoko's blood. That's the only thing I can think of. A bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko was on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Well, what it means is that Hyoko was killed before Ibuki killed herself. So the order's wrong. Ibuki died second, but she was presented first. There's a control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we use this to lower Ibuki's hanging body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelit ambience to it, and didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them? I see, so you noticed too, Fiend. Noticed? So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a good look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed the aberrant item? Look at the baton lighting? Oh, it's a piece of cloth. Something that looks like a black paper stuck to the baton lighting. So you finally noticed. But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and... there's no need. Go, Mirage Golden Hop Jumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devils of destruction. A hamster launched itself from Gundam's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. I love that picture. It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered downward and was definitely caught by Gundam. Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder. Wow, that's amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks. They're my 4 dark devils of destruction. Hamsters are merely the temporary form. So what's with that paper? Seems to be some kind of thick paper, though it doesn't have any special spells inscribed onto it. It appears it's nothing useful. No, that's not it. There's no doubt there's some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, is too unnatural. Okay. I think that's all I can find. Nope. Hold on. Oh, I tried to touch the curtain before, but it wouldn't let me. There's a black curtain hanging on the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one end of the stage to the other. It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain's taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the back of the supermarket. So you're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket? If they went that far, this is probably something the killer really needed for the crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? Well, it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Was the killer behind there? Or... Let's see, there's nothing really else. I mean, there's the AC unit, but I don't know how that would plug into it. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now, that should cool things off a little. Why was it so hot? What was the purpose of it being so hot? The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor. This appears to be the surveillance camera unit. Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this? Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here? What do you mean? Even if they know they're not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera. So that's why they destroyed a camera. Seems plausible enough. They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this? Then what was that thing I saw? Okay, Fuyuhiko, what do you have to say? Hey Hajime, take a look at this. What? Look what's in front of the door. It's a drumstick, right? Looks like it's broken. What happened to it? If something like that's in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue? Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. It was keeping the door shut. I wonder if that's possible. Of the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know. It doesn't matter if you can do it or not, we have to try. Okay. So we broke the drumstick holding the door closed. And the 4 of us charged into the door. But when we examined it, I found out this door doesn't have a lock at all. Huh? The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? Well, drumsticks are pretty tough. They had to withstand a lot of abuse. But even a single person running at a door, pushing it with that kind of force, it would break pretty easily. So, it is a good temporary lock, and I guess it's all the killer wanted. You mean, you think this drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then, how is the killer able to get out? I mean, the music venue doesn't have windows. The door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside. Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us? You know, don't they use tricks like that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere. I'm definitely going to find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke the door down to the music venue, huh? It might be possible. Chucky, that was a kind of cool entrance. Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting. What is it? Look, there's this weird glob where the right and the left door touch, see? You're right, what is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber. Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but... As she said that, Chucky bent down and scraped off the semi-transparent glop with her finger. Why are you eating it? Why are you putting it in your mouth? Ah, it smells like workshop chemicals. Spit it out! Workshop? And this chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it was a glob when from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly into the gaps of the door. What are you talking about? Good, you spit it out. Also, what a Sprite. Just as I thought, it tastes nasty. No Alright, never mind. Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Mikan, what do you think? If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room, and that's when it came to me. I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing one more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran to the hospital, and there we go. Huh? That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That's a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, because we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning monokuma announcement. So I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please spare my life at least. What happened to not doubting me? Okay, Mikan was with me this morning. But the thing is, why was she there? Why did she follow me all the way to my cottage? Hey, are you okay? Are you still not feeling well? Yeah, I don't really get it, but when you think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking. That's weird. There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'll probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru's definitely gonna come back. You're right. So you're not completely over the disease. And if that's the case, you're probably not completely over the disease. Yeah, Hajime. I don't care what you say, my answer isn't going to change. I see, that's disappointing. Let's check the storage room. Might as well investigate in here too. Of course you're here. Nagito, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here? So how about it? Did you find any clues? I tipped over a stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hiyoko. That probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? Aw, I'm not siding with the killer, you know? I'm just on the side of whoever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it. That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh? But I can't say for certain, though. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense. By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened. If you explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really? You might end up confusing us again. You don't want to find the truth. You just want to make us suffer. That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well. For the sake of everyone's help, I'll gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die. That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time. Huh? What does this mean? Regardless, I guess you're not going to tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings. Gut feelings? You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you. Where exactly are you talking about? Well, obviously the movie theater. Yeah, I wanted to check that out too, because obviously the killer or the victim, or victims, had to have something connected with the movie theater, because that's where the hemp bag came from. And after he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? Well, you know, there's a number of reasons. But, let's see. Carpeting, wallpaper, paint on the shelf, probably used for stage decorations. Oh, hey! Portion of it's ripped. This thick black paper that's folded up on the lower shelf looks like wallpaper. There's a lot of stickers pasted over the front side of the wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper, it looks a little torn, but what does it mean? Oh, I don't know, Hajime. There's lots of stickers with the venue's logo placed on here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had way too many left over because it's somewhat depressing. Compared to last time, it feels like there's less stickers than before. Am I overthinking this? But why would there be less? I know about guitars and drums, also in terms of machines I've never seen before. Okay. Is there anything else? There's the drum case, probably. Check the mirror, at least. You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror, probably used for checking costumes. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. Okay. Was it really important? Alright, Sumiki-Mikan. How about it, Mikan? Have you found anything out by now? Don't tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive. But it's not my fault, the music video is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death. Because of the heat? Is that possible? If a body's overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine the precise time of death. I see. That might have been the killer's goal. They covered up the time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird. But even if this heat's the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death? I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko. You're wrong. And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistake. There shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murders. Imitation murder? Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everybody already knew. It's murder where the killer uses a creative work, like a song or film, as an outline for their killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas, and video games that you start to get annoyed by it. How would an imitation murder be related to this murder? Probably the first chapter 3, where 2 people got killed at the same time, but the order of the deaths was actually reversed, which is also happening in this case. Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie. That movie? The assumption is, an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed 2 people. The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel the need to do something like that? Excuse me, if this is really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed? It's certainly conceivable, but the killer wishes to complete the imitation. Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed? Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things get out of hand too fast as a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure. On this killing school trip, the same blackhead can only kill a maximum of 2 people. You mean you've added another rule? Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackhead will be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains. If it's a maximum of 2 people, then there won't be any more killings? Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules. I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games. I don't want to consider the possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers? Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Hiyoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for 1 person, right? If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory. Yeah, you're right. So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2, or 4 incidents overlap one another? Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens. Meaning, 2 killers can exist at the same time, so it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right? Alright, fine, that's right, there's always 1 killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is. And I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should shut up and go back to my cave. I see, so there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little. Yep, that makes things a little easier. Thank you, Chiaki. Plus, the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people. It means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation murder breakthrough. You guys keep saying that, and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation? Could it be you haven't seen it? Seen it? Seriously, seen what? Like I said, that movie. When we first explored the island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets. Then the imitation is... Of course, it's an invitation of that movie. Well, based on the merge this time, it closely resembles that movie as if they were copying it. As if they copied the movie. I see. Nagito mentioned something about that. Oh. So he noticed it first, but I noticed the movie theater for a completely different reason. Which seems to be a theme in these. I see. So you haven't seen it. So it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch that movie before the class trial starts. Looks like I need to do that. Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go to next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital for sure. First victim Ibuki was there. I don't know what was going on in the hospital in the first place. Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time. She's right. It might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. Might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. So a lot of things I can do before the class trial ends. Not ends. What? Akane, are you going? Just a little bit more time and I'll be back to my old self. This ain't like me at all. Alright. I'm out.